Every July 1st, India celebrates Doctors' Day. But have you ever wondered, why July 1st? Behind this date lies the story of a man who didn't just save lives. He built cities, healed a nation, and laid the foundations of modern Bengal. This is the real-life story of Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy, India's doctor, Bengal's architect, and the legend behind National Doctors' Day. Like, share and subscribe to Speeches and Stories for more forgotten icons of India. 1. A boy with a mission: early life and education. Born on the 1st of July 1882 in Patna, Bidhan Chandra Roy grew up in a modest Bengali family. His father, Prakash Chandra Roy, worked for the Bengal police and taught his children discipline, duty and devotion to India. Bidhan was an exceptional student, brilliant, disciplined and humble. He studied at Presidency College, Calcutta, and later joined Calcutta Medical College, where he faced an impossible challenge. His scholarship barely covered books and meals. But Bidhan didn't give up. He studied during the day, tutored at night, and graduated with flying colors. Now, here's where his story becomes legend. With barely any money, he applied to St. Bartholomew's Hospital in London, a prestigious institute that had rejected many Indian applicants. After 30 rejections, 30 heartbreaks, on the 31st attempt, they said yes. Not only did he get in, but he completed both MRCP and FRCS, two of the toughest medical degrees, in just 2 years, a feat that even the British press called extraordinary. Dr. B.C. Roy returned to India, not to earn fame, but to serve the poor. He started practicing in Calcutta and quickly became known as the People's Doctor. One of the most emotional stories from this time is of a widowed mother who brought her dying child to Dr. Roy. She had no money. Dr. Roy not only treated the child for free, but even bought them food and clothes. His reputation spread like wildfire. He treated freedom fighters, laborers, businessmen, and even Mahatma Gandhi, who once refused treatment, saying, "My suffering is my penance." Dr. Roy replied, "Penance is of the soul, but suffering is of the body. Let me save your body, Bapu." He didn't just treat people. He built institutions. Chittaranjan Seva Sadan, a hospital dedicated to women and children. B.C. Roy Postgraduate Institute, a haven for medical research. Jadavpur TB Hospital, and many more. He trained hundreds of young doctors, shaping India's post-independence medical landscape.
The best way to serve the nation is to heal its people. Dr. B.C. Roy. Sir Dr. Nilratan Sarkar, one of the most revered physicians and educationists in Bengal, had a daughter named Kalyani. She was known to be graceful, intelligent, and deeply influenced by her father's values of service and simplicity. It is believed, though never publicly confirmed, that Dr. B.C. Roy and Kalyani shared a deep mutual affection. Theirs was not a dramatic love story, but one of silent admiration, shared ideals, and emotional restraint. They met frequently through intellectual and social circles in Calcutta, especially since Dr. B.C. Roy was mentored by Sir Nilratan Sarkar himself. Many contemporaries whispered of an unspoken bond, one that may have flowered under different circumstances. But Dr. Roy, ever the servant of the nation, chose celibacy and public duty over personal companionship. He remained unmarried all his life, and so did Kalyani. In many ways, she too made a sacrifice. For love, for legacy, for quiet dignity.
In 1948, India was free, but Bengal was broken. Partition had left millions homeless, hungry, and hopeless. It was then that Dr. Roy took on a new responsibility as Chief Minister of West Bengal, but he didn't play politics, he played visionary. He planned and developed Salt Lake City, today the IT hub of East India, Durgapur, a steel city, Kalyani, a planned township, flyovers, roads, hospitals, and refugee colonies, everything built with care, like a surgeon rebuilding a wounded body. He worked 18 hours a day, often skipped meals, and met hundreds of people daily. A famous story goes, he once performed a surgery at 5 a.m., attended an assembly meeting at 10, and visited 3 construction sites before lunch. Who does that? Dr. Roy did. He turned Bengal into a blueprint for post-independence India's development. 4. Man of values, Gandhi, simplicity and myths. Though he reached the highest offices, Dr. Roy lived a simple life. No luxury, no fanfare, just a small room, a pile of books, one bed, a few white clothes, a diary full of handwritten appointments. He and Gandhi shared a deep respect. Bapu once said,
Dr. Roy is not just a doctor, he is the conscience of the nation.
during the Quit India movement, when Gandhi was on a fast unto death, Dr. Roy begged him to allow treatment.
You're the only one I trust to touch me when I'm fighting death.
There are legends, some true, some mythical, about his discipline. It's said he never arrived late, never took holidays, and would see 50 patients a day personally. Once, a wealthy businessman offered him a bungalow. He smiled and replied,
I live where I serve. A doctor's home is where his patients are.
It is said he could see up to 80 patients a day without any notes, just by memory. Some say he once treated patients for 12 hours straight, with only water in between. When asked why he didn't retire, he said,
As long as I can hold a stethoscope, I will serve.
but he was no ordinary doctor. He never charged the poor, never refused a call, and never saw a patient without complete attention. Myth. #1. It's said he could diagnose 50% of illnesses by just looking at the patient walk into the room. He called it body language medicine. Myth. #2. Some claim he used to check a patient's pulse while still talking to the previous one. Such was his multitasking genius. True story. Once, a poor mother came to him at midnight. Her child had a high fever. Dr. Roy examined the child, gave medicine, and then quietly handed her some money and said,
This is not charity, it's my duty.
he treated Mahatma Gandhi, Rabindranath Tagore, and thousands of nameless citizens with the same compassion.
The patient comes first, always. You treat the illness but never forget the human behind it. Dr. B.C. Roy.
5. Doctor's Day and the Final Salute. On the 1st of July 1962, at the age of 80, after a day of regular appointments, Dr. Roy passed away peacefully. Amazingly, it was his birthday too. Born and died on the same day, a full circle of service. To honor his life, the government of India declared July 1st as National Doctors' Day, a tribute to every healer who walks the path of compassion. Bharat Ratna, nation builder, doctor, saint, one man, one legacy. Dr. B.C. Roy didn't chase fame, he chased service. He didn't build empires, he built lives, cities, hope. So this Doctor's Day, when you thank your physician, remember the man who made July 1st sacred.
Service to man is service to God. Healing is the noblest form of worship. Dr. B.C. Roy.
Dr. B.C. Roy didn't just leave behind hospitals and highways, he left behind a philosophy that healing is the highest form of service. This Doctor's Day, when you say thank you, doctor, remember the man who made it possible.
Share your thoughts below. What inspires you most about Dr. Roy?
Like, share and subscribe to Speeches and Stories for more real Indian legends.